Hi, we're about to start a revision genioplasty. That means we're going to alter the shape of the chin for this patient who's already had a surgery done before, hasn't gone off well. Now the patient has just been intubated. We've done a nasotracheal intubation. And I'm going to show you exactly what are the concerns the patient has, what have we found out with our scans, x-rays and measurements, and what is our plan to correct the problem. Face is the concern. The lower third is this much, and it's a little bit more longer than the middle and the upper third. So why that has happened is because the earlier surgeon has increased the length of the chin. So that means the vertical length is increased. So there's also very little asymmetry, if you can appreciate. On the scan it shows about 1.5 millimeters to the right. So we can obviously take that off. But the main concern is really the vertical extension of the chin. It's a bit too much. And then now you can go on that side and show the anterior posterior projection. Now this projection, I think the chin is too broad. The mentolabial angle is not the adequate one. It should be more, and this has to be down. And then you can give her a, she's got a chin that's very strong and manly now. So we want to kind of bring it down. I'm going to shape this in such a way that this height is reduced by 3 to 4 millimeters, the vertical height. The projection is also going to go down by 3 millimeters and more here. So what's going to happen in effect is we're going to give her a more contoured, less masculine chin, a more feminine chin that's more angular, so it's going to suit her face more, at the same time reduce the vertical dimension of the chin. So the earlier surgeon has used some implants. We're going to take that off mostly. We're going to work around this. We've got a plan to try and do this without an extra implant if possible. But then if it isn't, we might have to put some implants, smaller implants in a much more anatomically desirable location. Another concern this patient has, also the mentalis muscle here was very tight for her because of the projection and because of the placement of the implant. So one of the things to learn and to know is the exact location of these implants. When it's placed in the right location, it doesn't affect the movement of the muscles. Also, you've got to make sure that you don't affect the position, you don't affect the teeth there. Because you're going to do the osteotomy beneath the teeth and on both the sides, the mental nerve. So you've got to take care of that, lower part of the mandible, and obviously the muscles. This patient had a very protruding, prominent, manly chin, I would say. So we've kind of reduced that. So you can have a look here what we've done. We've reduced the vertical dimension of the chin per se, number one. We've made it more angular, number two. We've taken it a little inside, a couple of millimeters there, but more here. So this would make sure that she has a nice mentolabial fold and her lip thickness becomes more because there is no stretch there. So you see the muscles are all very lax and relaxed. So this would give her a nice chin, which is more feminine. You can see that's the edema now. Once it goes, she's going to get an angular chin that's going up to the angle. So I think we're happy with what we've achieved, exactly what I discussed before. I hope she's going to be happy with the same as well. Thank you.